What's going on, Aquarius? This is your love reading for September 2024. Hope you are all well. We're going to take a look at singles in the first half of the reading, and if you're a connection experiencing issues, we'll take a look at your energy during the second half of the reading. If anything does not resonate, please don't try and force it into your world. It is not for you. Be sure to check your other placements to see if you can't put together a pretty good picture of what could be going on for the month of September. If you need a personal private reading, all that information is in the description box of this video. On down at the bottom of that link tree, you'll find my other platforms. Following me everywhere will get you the most chance to catch me live. I am live streaming on all platforms. And when I am doing a collective, your opportunity is greatly increased that you could get a paid one-on-one reading from me at a heavily discounted rate. On YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, they are posted, so you can go back and rewatch them anytime you like. Do note that those are publicly posted. My TikToks are not. All right. If, again, you need a personal private reading, I'm also offering mentorship. All of that information is on my website there in the link tree in the description box of this video. I'm also doing book club Monday through Thursday. For now, for the unforeseeable future, we're currently reading The Inner Work. Be sure and check that out. It is also posted on all my platforms. You can purchase the book, read along. You can go back and catch up if you've missed out on anything. So it's a fantastic book. It is so good. An invitation to true freedom and lasting happiness. If you're a human and you want to be happy, that book is for you, but it is only if you are ready. You have to be ready to do that inner work. So book club going on. I love it. I'm so excited. We're getting smart. We're spiritually intelligent around here, so living it up. All right, let's get going. We're going to take a look at Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, singles in the first half, and if you're in a connection, second half of the reading could be for you. Cross-watchers are always welcome. Switch that energy around as needed. Easy for me to say. Mercury just went direct a couple of days ago. We're in the post-shadow. All right, here we go, Aquarius. These are shuffled like no other. What do my beautiful single Aquarians need to know? If you are open to the idea of love, or if you have your eye on somebody, we'll take a look and see what's going on. What's going on with my single Aquarians for September? That's the winner. Two of Swords. Okay. With the Seven of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Swords, with the Four of Swords. My goodness. Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, Three of Swords. Are you joking me? This is the entire sword suit. I've shuffled this deck like crazy. Seven of Cups, Judgment, Ten of Swords. My gosh. You have a pretty heavy cycle happening now for wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. I have a feeling, Aquarius, there's not really much there's not really much available right now as far as prospects. There is a lot of lessons with all of these swords out here. Swords are about information, and it's about a truth, and it's a realization of certain things that are a little tough to take because the swords are cutting, they're cold, there's, it's steel. So you think of like a harsh truth. I have a feeling with the Two of Swords being your initial card and then all of these swords coming out after, you're just hearing a lot of BS. I think you're hearing a lot of BS. You're hearing a lot of excuses. You're hearing a lot of whining. You're hearing a lot of people still attached. People still attached to their previous connections, possibly, using you to get back at them. Six of Swords, Four of Swords, Ace of Swords, with a freaking Five and a Three of Swords back here. Seven of Cups. It seems like you guys keep on getting hooked up with the wrong. It's all wrong. I would be really alert for September for a lot of liars. Watch that body language. You know, authenticity is the purest form of vibration that you can give off. So you're going to really want to study on the person that is trying to talk to you. If anybody is running, you know, trying to come up in your DMs, if they're trying to, you know, strike up conversation with you somehow, it may seem like they're pressing on you to help, you know, transition them into another situation so that they can get over on their person. Oh my gosh, temperance in reverse. So that they can get over on somebody from their past that they haven't quite moved on from. Full card, temperance in reverse. Oh my gosh. Okay. What crosses or complements Aquarius? What crosses or complements Aquarius? What crosses? I'm blown away at how many swords were right there. It was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all together. 1 through 7 was all together, and I had all those cards left in my hands. And I mean, I've been sitting here shuffling, and I've used this deck many times. It's not in order, I promise. I take a very long time to attune to my decks and use them thoroughly before I bring them to you. So, yow. All right, crosses, compliments. Crosses or compliments, Aquarians. You're going to make me work for it, huh? Oh. I believe we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the good old 5 of Wands, right? So you're just seeing this for what it is. I feel like you're definitely putting yourself out there, but there's a lot of drama surrounding what is being brought to you, okay? You're being brought a lot of drama. There's a lot of people possibly expecting you to kind of take it or to help or to, you know, help them process things. Freaking King of Swords, Knight of Wands. Here's your energy with the Star card showing up. We've got the 4 of Swords with the Emperor, Ace of Cups. So somebody here's got a plan to, you know, try to possibly use you. The Lovers coming out. The 6 of Wands, King of Wands, World card, 7 of Pentacles. It's like a plan. God, I just split to the 2 of Cups. This could be you finding out that somebody might be using you to get somebody from the past to really see how much they've lost out, or to kind of see how much better they've done. You could be an upgrade for somebody as far as their last person, and they're just, you know, working really, really hard to try and, you know, seal the deal, and it kind of feels like it's for all the wrong reasons. Ugh. This might be you for them. You know, you may feel like this person is like no one you've ever seen. This would just blow everything out of the water as far as like everything you've ever been with in the past. The Queen of Pentacles is no nonsense. This is somebody who's got their stuff together. They're poop in a group. The King of Swords is somebody who's a very, you know, clear thinking. That's also super Aquarius energy with the King of Swords. We've got the King of Wands, 6 of Wands, Ace of Wands, right? It would look really good for you both to be together. But that's not the reasons why we want to come into union. We don't want to come into union for appearance's sake. We want to come into union because it feels symbiotic. It feels mutual and buildable. Okay. What is the best that can be achieved for September? The Knight of Wands. Free. Just carefree, in and out. Not really super committed to anything at all ever. I've got the Four of Pentacles, right? You holding way, way back. Yeah, because the Tower and the Sun card, you see like a mile away, or somebody can smell this a mile away. This is going on here where somebody can smell this a mile away, and there is not a lot of fast movement for somebody trying to get one over on you. It's you see what's going on. Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Cups. It could be a little bit disappointing for some of you, the way that this is realized. Somebody else may realize this and feel pretty disappointed. These are very mismatched energies. A Knight of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles could not be more different. You know what I mean? They could not be more different. But both of them, I want to say, look good. You know what I mean? The Queen of Pentacles has her stuff together. This is somebody who has status and capability, and they are very able and capable of being quite supportive and generous. The Knight of Wands is a very fun-loving, knowledgeable, good time, basically. You know what I mean? If you go out with this person, you're guaranteed to have a good time, but they don't match, because this one is not stable or secure at all. They're in and out. They're down for the fun. This one's down to put in all that effort and hard work, and they're about planning and structure. The other one would run for the hills if you started talking about, what are you doing 2 weeks from now? I haven't thought about what I'm doing 10 minutes from now. What are you talking about? That's that Knight of Wands. I'm living in the moment, man. All right, so we've got the foundation. What is the reason for this information? What's the foundation? What's the base? What's at the heart of the issue? What's at the heart of the issue here? What's at the heart of the issue here? Thank you. Oh my, it's a lot. Oh, yeah. Completely misrepresentation. And it technically, I did see it in the reverse. And then the reverse, this is third party. This is also feeling like you're, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is the type of person who is pretty easy to find. You know that they have a nice solid work schedule. They go to the store every single Friday night, you know, at the end of their week, so that they are ready for the weekend. Every Saturday morning they do their errands and their chores. You know, you can find them at the gym every single day. That's that person. The Knight of Wands, like I said, they don't know what they're doing 10 minutes from now. Okay, they have no idea. But I see here that there is the energy of this being noticed pretty quickly about how alone somebody feels versus what they're providing. Okay, so this feels very mismatched. Very, very mismatched. We've got the Justice card. We've got the Page of Cups. We've got the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. So Wheel of Fortune, there's that Six of Pentacles, about that fairness, the equality, and that Moon card, right? It's just like, you know, when you get from this person, you get from this person. But when you don't, it's like, where the hell have you been? I didn't think you still were talking to me. Where have you been? You know, what's going on? But basically the foundation of this is feeling very closed off to this, and pretty quickly deciding that this is not really worth the investment. Pretty quickly. This feels very flighty. Whew. Empress. Empress focuses on self. Two of Pentacles is juggling. Okay. More balance though, right? Somebody here is just seeing this for what it is, and the cause and effect of what that is it's making this person pull way back, feel super isolated. There's an extreme effort to not give anything. It feels like you may have gotten swept away with the idea of the fun for some of you, and then you quickly realized that you were catching feelings, but it was only a one-way thing. Or somebody else might start to be catching feelings for you, and you could be, you know, not really feeling it very much because of how flighty that they feel. Somebody just feels like they're on the completely different page here. And I think you're seeing this fairly quickly, and this just doesn't seem like it's it. Okay. What is that immediate past? This is going to be interesting because I'm always curious, like, if there's something right there. There was just this, like, I broke up with somebody 2 weeks ago, and now I'm just trying to get into something else. Right? Bam. Woo. What is the immediate past for Aquarius and the rising Venus? Three of Wands, Four of Wands. Oh man, so you just are in real high hopes that whatever it is that you're setting your focus on and putting your attention to is going to lead to that forever after. I don't feel like you're super into the long-term dating life, right? I feel like you would rather be in a connection than not, because not being in a connection means churning through, you know, lessons and disappointments and relearning somebody and then detaching and then attaching and detaching, and I feel like you were almost not, it's like it's not really your style. You're not into it. You're willing to do it if it's what it takes, but you would rather not. Okay? You would rather not have to do the multiple. Because the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands is about, you just know down the road that there's going to be something for you, something worth settling down with. And it's not even about settling down. You just know there's something out there that's going to be the exact right thing for you. The exact right thing. I've got the Eight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So this is something that you've put a lot of pressure for the King of for this to be an exact, perfect, divine pairing. And I won't use terms on this page such as you know, soulmates or twin flame or, you know, your true love or anything like that. I'm going to call these divine pairings, because when you have such a unilateral belief system, you guys would have common goals. Y'all would be, you know, completing each other's sentences. Y'all would be on the same page no matter what. This would be almost unilateral agreements on every front. This would be everybody pulling their weight equally and it just working. This feels very structured, very solid. This feels like something that you don't have to worry about for the rest of your life. And this is, you know, something that you could get behind and put a lot of effort into investing into. I just keep using all of these monetary terms because these are the pentacles. This is that long term. This is the longest term that there is. And with the Queen of Pentacles coming out, what crosses or complements you, I almost feel like there's just a lot of pressure here for you to have that exact right union. I've got the Six of Swords with the Ten of Swords, with the Two of Cups, with the Hierophant and the Hanged Man. So you're pretty much really dug into this idea. You're dug into this idea and you're good with it. You know, and that's okay to have such high standards. Um, it really is, but you're going to want to be in the vibration to where this doesn't really have a chance to even speak to you or talk to you, which this might be the case. This might be why you're so closed off to this energy, because of how high your vibration already is. And this seems to be all that is sniffing around right now. What I will tell you is that whenever we are about to level up, you are tested very heavily right before you're about to level up. There's a lot of things that will come in that will tempt you to kind of react the same way that you used to do. You'll get a lot of past similarities in features and you know, the interests and things like that. Like if y'all like the same music, or if you're all both into tattoos or piercings, or if you're both into, you know, heavy sports and hunting or whatever it is, whatever the heck you're into, there's just this like complete and total glue that holds you both together, that draws you in. That is what makes it worthwhile. But right before then, you'll get these little pieces of it, but the entire package won't be there, because you'll be tempted to go for it because of these minor things. This causes us to kind of jump the gun a little bit, to act too quickly, just because we have a few interests. And if you are just in love with your interest and you both bond like that and you share a few things, this could trick you into feeling like this is, you know, deeper than what it is. So you're going to want to take your time and make sure that there's a lot more to it than just that superficial surface connections that are drawing your attention, sure, but there's always more than meets the eye, where you're going to want to see how they handle stress, how they handle issues. Are they able to offer emotional maturity? Are they even emotionally available? Have they worked through their past traumas? Are they aware of what their past traumas are? Do they have accountability, or are they still in that blame victim mentality, you know? So these are things that will come out over time. It's not like people come to the first, second, third, or even fourth, fifth, or sixth dates and say, hey, I have X, Y, and Z wrong with me. This is what I've been working on. This is what I haven't worked on. These are my issues. This is my baggage. This is, you know, the previous fights. These are my position in it, not just their position, because we do tend to paint the other person as quite monsters sometimes. But if you take a step back and start to really look at behavior, I've done this. It takes two to tango. And when things get heated, it takes you out of character, right? So, but this takes time to discover and to figure this out. There's a honeymoon period where none of this is going to be brought forth. None of it at all. Two of Pentacles. This takes time to figure out. This, you got a little bit of balancing to do while you're figuring out, you know, the intermingling of your lives, the scheduling, the likes, the don't likes, what outweighs the other. How do you handle conflict? Are you able to handle conflict? I used to be in relationships where it would take us days to even speak to each other. And this is common. And I now have a partnership where you can guarantee that if it's days, it's my past trauma. He would rather solve it immediately, and I've never experienced that before. So that's new for me. So I'm still growing. I'm still evolving to that, but it's always been a want. So you have to take time to make sure. You have to see, you know, is this in process, or is this something that's going to be a problem or trauma or issue? I see that you're quickly seeing a lot of people for who they are, though. But there's a lot of pressure you're putting on yourself to align with the perfect one. Okay, the perfect one. I think it's just because it's the legwork. You're not really into all that legwork of all of the going through and the going through and the going through. I think you're kind of narrowing it down quicker and seeing it for what it is a lot faster. Threes and sixes, or excuse me, threes and fives, that's fast. It's minor arcana. This is, you know, within weeks, sometimes within days. You can tell pretty quickly. That's great. That's fantastic. That means you're not wasting a lot of time investing in the wrong thing, overlooking things just to get along, or allowing behaviors just so that you can have companionship, right? We really lower our standards sometimes. That's happened to me. It's happened to me. I'm in love with the idea of love, so being a hopeless romantic, you'll tolerate a lot, unfortunately. So big life lessons, self-worth. Right, so you're learning, you've figured it out, you're seeing it for what it is a lot faster than you used to. There's a lot of pressure here. What's that immediate future? So we're going to look at the immediate outcome. What's the immediate future for Aquarius? Ooh. Immediate future. Very near future. Thank you. It worked hard for that. Did you see how hard it made me work for the lovers? Gemini energy. Excellent pairing too for Aquarius is Gemini. Oh my God. You're joking me. Aquarius. You're freaking joking me. Okay. So this looks fantastic. Your immediate future is showing a divine pairing coming through. Here comes the star card. That's Aquarius energy. We've got that page of cups. We've got something very balanced coming in. This is also that justice card is about marriage. You know, justice of the peace, right? We've got the 10 of Wands, the Ace of Cups. I feel like all that hard work and effort you did into deciding what was supposed to be the correct exchange, that exchange here with that Six of Pentacles, it paid off. And you were awaiting for that knowledge of you seeing somebody for what they're supposed to be versus what they're presenting to you. I've got Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Full card, Magician, 0-1, right? The major arcanas, ready to begin something beautiful. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Looks good. Looks so good. That is so funny that I said that that was a good pairing for Aquarius when I pulled the Gemini card, and the very next card was you. Aquarius, Gemini Aquarius. Hopes and dreams coming true with that Lover's card energy. That is that divine union. The whole thing that I was talking about. Your immediate future does pay off. I was saying this. You're getting lessons. You're getting all of the lessons, and the more you pass them, the quicker you pass them, the more you kind of scoff in the face of the audacity of what people are trying to serve you, the sooner you will be brought what it is that you've asked for. It's coming. It's definitely coming for sure. Awesome. I love it. Okay, let's look at Oracle for you. So we're going to look... I kind of want to look at the Kipper deck a little. So I'm going to look at the Kipper deck a little. And then we're also going to look at the Love Oracle. Yeah. Or the Beach Time. Crikey. Yay. Oh my gosh. So we have false person in the reverse. We've got journey in the reverse. Got child coming out sideways. I had a feeling this card was going to come out for the marriage. So the despair that you've had so far with having to put yourself out there in the community like you have to constantly put yourself out there to experience, right, the troves of energies to filter through to pair with the correct one. I feel like you're being open but not searching. Being open to it but not searching, because the Queen of Pentacles receives. This is not you going out and seeking like the Knight of Wands does. The Knight of Wands is like a busybody. This is somebody who gets bored quite easily also, why they are so free-spirited and in and out. So quite opposite energies here, but I have a feeling that the journey is almost over, where you're going to finally produce somebody that is worthwhile. And it's not through a searching, because the journey is about you going off and venturing out and experiencing that. This is you kind of sitting and receiving. The child sideways. Now this is the lessons that you have learned. This is you still kind of figuring things out as well. Also detachment from your previous ways of being to be able to do things anew. It's a learning experience, right? This is why we get the lessons. This is why we continue to be tested, so that when we are prepared and our person is prepared, that union kind of aligns for us. That union will happen. It aligns for you with that vibrational match whenever you're both in that frequency and there is that alignment. The connection is like undeniable, like nothing you've ever experienced before. Trust me. We've got great fortune coming out here, thoughts to your pathway here. We've got the main female sitting out here as well. So I do show that there's been a lot of heavy focus. If you're a divine masculine, I feel like you've been really getting very specific with your manifestations. If you are the divine female, the same for you. I figure the path forward is uncovering a lot of very successful results for a lot of you. I feel like this is a lot of very successful results where you're seeing what it is that you figured out and learned, and then you're applying it out there. It's working. And so you keep on doing it. You keep on doing it. I can't help but think that with all these pentacles out here. Whatever you're doing is working. And being able to see something pretty quick for what it is and then move on and not waste much time is a game changer for you. I feel like this is a complete game changer. You know, because they say knowledge is power, information is power. And being an air sign, of course, this is your motto of life, right? To be as informed as you can. We've got separation that fell out. So this is somebody thinking about you, some yearning here. What else can I tell? So I feel like there's either the distance that the people that are coming around showing you right off the bat is a telltale sign of some past behavior that you're not really interested in. For others of you, you could be separating yourself from your previous way of doing things. There's some distance between how you felt before and how you feel now. We've got the runner, I like you. Grim Reaper, talking, sunglasses, coffee cup. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of half-assed attempts in the past, and I feel like you may have given the benefit of the doubt to a lot of people who may not have deserved it, and There could have been a little bit more effort than was needed. For some of you, this was you. You know, you were just not really as into a lot of the connections that you were going for, but there could have been this just few things that y'all like to do together, so you just kind of hung out and kept it going. My left ear is ringing. It almost feels like that's like you're pretty good friends. Sometimes you have a good connection, so there's a sense of separation. It's more like friendly than it isn't. With the runner coming out here, this is like an in and out energy. Somebody who lives in their ego, they have a fear of intimacy, like real depth of the connection, so they don't really give a whole lot. They go only as far as, you know, I'm really fond of you, or I like you a lot, or I've liked you more than I've liked anyone else, or you've gotten closer than anyone else, but there's never that deeper involvement. It doesn't go anywhere more. There's just a lot of fun flirting. There is this introduction to a want of a connection. Somebody here definitely is trying for possibly more. But there could be a fear of intimacy with somebody who is not really that committal. Some of you are not really that giving physically, so you keep your distance. We do have the Grim Reaper coming out, so this is transforming, growing and transforming, letting go of old ways to transform into new ways. And I feel like you're taking your time to talk to people, to figure people out. I've got coffee cup, talking, sunglasses, all of these coming out here. So these are about getting to know somebody. This is about savoring the moment, building up a friendship, texting, emailing, sending a lot of messages, a lot of conversation happening out here. This is something new for you, to transform away from easily, you know, being convinced, and then it quickly showing you reasons why you are a little less trusting than you were before. I've got photograph, palm tree, hand of cards, right? So there's been this major gamble in the past, and it's done some pretty serious damage to your security in other people. So you're taking your time. I feel like you're taking your time and really kind of figuring somebody out before you let them have that deep and that deeper connection to more information about you. I feel like you're holding a lot back right up front because of the fear of intimacy with somebody who is obviously showing you some very non-committal actions. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I would definitely wait. This feels like the exact right plan, especially with the Star card and the Lovers coming out at the end of your reading here. It's working. Whatever you're doing is working. This looks like the right plan for you, single Aquarians. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and jump into the love part of the connections with issues. So love reading for people in a connection having issues with your person. This part of the reading is going to be for you. And again, if anyone needs a personal private reading, all that information is in the description box. So here we go. Let's look at it. Just look at it. All right, new deck. What have I not used yet? What have I not used yet? You. All right, here you go. Cool. 8 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on. Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If your person is watching, feel free to switch that energy around as needed. Of course, cross-watchers are always welcome. So we're going to look. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In a connection, having issues with your person. What's going on here? Thank you. Lots of stress, lots of sleepless nights. 9 of Cups, Judgment, 4 of Wands, Moon, the Sun. I feel collective like you're having some sort of an awakening. There's some sort of a realization about a connection that you're in that is stressing you out. You could have learned something here that is making you feel very protective of your emotional self. Four of Wands keeps coming out. This is a marriage or a marriage-like connection. I have split to the Two of Wands and the Six of Cups, the Five of Swords, which is about past energy, lots of arguments and fighting. Possible choices needing to be made. Two of Wands, Two of Swords, Ace of Swords. Let's see. What is crossing or complementing? Crossing or complementing Aquarius in a connection, experiencing issues. King of Cups. Let's try to float out. Let's see. All right. We don't want King of Cups. We want the King of Swords. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Wow. So these cards were coming out together before different decks. Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords. So there is a lot of stress. And somebody needs some peace over their mind is running away with somebody. Somebody's mind is running away with them. They are in their head. Could be getting some blockages on information, and I almost feel like you know that there's more to the story, but you're not getting the whole story. You know that there's more to it, but somebody here is definitely holding back from you. They could feel like they're doing you a favor and protecting you from the truth. I feel like somebody feels like they're protecting you from the truth, but you would rather know what it is. King of Wands with that Ace of Swords. You'd rather know. Third King I'm pulling out. Let's see. What is the best that can be achieved? Yikes. It's a lot. Take the Eight of Wands. Lots of talking. Okay. Lots of talking. We'll put these at the bottom. Two of Pentacles. Lovers. Three of Wands. Yeah, you want answers. You need clarity so that you can make a decision based on the information that happens. The best that can be achieved is somebody start talking, and I mean immediately. And even if they're not voicing their opinions to you, this could be you possibly looking for messages for information. You could be going through somebody's emails, text messages, direct messages through their social media accounts, trying to look for information because you could be not getting it from your person. So some of you could be trying to figure some stuff out, just kind of looking around. I think you're looking for somebody to come forward with some truth, but you're not getting it. I feel like you're being blocked out. You're being blocked out from something. You just know something's gone on here, and you've been demanding a truth and not getting it. Okay, what's heart of the matter? Eight of Pentacles is trying to come out. The heart of the matter. So you want to know so that you can figure out what needs to happen here. The Eight of Pentacles is about knowledge. It's about learning. Learning something. And this is that energy as well as somebody, you know, demanding through a higher level of understanding. It's about having higher standards. You know, look, I've learned some things, and I've tolerated some behavior so far. That is out the window. I now really need to know, and I'm not kidding. This is like demanding. The Eight of Pentacles is about kind of raising your standards. If you've always been the type of person who hasn't really pressed in the past, and you've kind of turned a blind eye to things that you've suspected, I think now you're more demanding. It's more so of a demand. We've got the Five of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Yes. So the whole thing's at stake. I feel like your main argument is that the jeopardy of the connection, whether or not you stay in it or you don't, is at stake. Because this is the difference between, you know, being able to come to an agreement with your person, or deciding that things just aren't going to happen in that way. The Six of Pentacles is that fairness, that getting what you're asking for and receiving what you've requested here. But the Five of Cups, Five of Wands, says somebody here is dodging. There's a lot of, you know, competition for having to block out what you're wanting to know, and there's big disappointment here. Big disappointment. I think also the threats are starting to happen. I almost feel like there's, you know, these threats of, if, you know, you've got an option. It's either tell me and we can work through this and figure it out, or don't, and you've sealed the fate and I'm automatically out. Been there, actually. Okay. What's that immediate past? What's the immediate past? The immediate past. Thank you. Oh, okay. Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 1, 2, 3. You guys worked well together. There was this, you know, solid plan to be able to come together in union, to work through anything. You guys made a lot of promises to each other forever after. Possible heavy drinking, or somebody's seeking self-satisfaction, has put up a lot of boundaries and separation in the connection, and that led to where you are now. What is the immediate future? What's that immediate future for Aquarius? Okay, so I'm not mad at all. Interesting how we have 8, 8, and 3, 3, 3 out here. Okay, interesting. 3s and 8s, if that means anything to any of you. I've also got a lot of 6s have been coming out. So 3, 6, and 8 have been coming out like crazy. 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands, Strength card, right? Conquering this beast. I do have a very strong inkling here that in the near future, you're both able to come to terms and figure this out. You are either going to seek counseling and guidance to be able to help y'all work through this, where, you know, a lot of harsh realizations are uncovered, and some real genuine apologies and forgiveness can start to set the path forward so that y'all can find a way out of the pain. For others of you, there is, you know, this strong emphasis for the both of you to work towards becoming more conventional in your marriage. And more conventional is being on the up and up, living that more traditional style type of relationship. If you guys have, you know, like I said, if somebody was turning a blind eye and really open to, you know, whatever, and been really loose and carefree with everything and not really cared, well, they care now. They care now. Things have gotten a little bit out of hand. Things need to change. And I feel like there's a lot more receptivity to this than you could be anticipating here with the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the Strength card. Here's a third 8, 3 3s, 3 8s. 3 6s had come out. So the 2 10s kept coming out together. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. This seems to be somebody figuring it out. Somebody's going to figure it out, that they don't want to lose out here, and they're going to find that it's more worth it to just kind of give in, and at least they'll know, because the option is somebody not being involved with you anymore, and the other option is, even if you tell them, at least it's off your chest, and if they choose to not be with you anymore, then you were going to still land in the same boat, right? With that 6 of Swords sitting out here, you're still going to land in the same boat no matter what. But if they do decide to work through things with you and forgive you, and you both find a way to move ahead together, then it's worth it. It's worth it to you, and or to your person, to you, however this resonates. So there is this real justification for this eventually. There unfortunately is going to be a lot more frustration about somebody holding out. You could have to take matters into your own hands. Some of you are even going the route of offering threats, or ultimatums or whatever. Some of you are snooping and, kind of taking matters into your own hands because you're called to do so. Hey, I'm not above any of this. It's not like I haven't done any of this myself. Currently, I don't have to do any of that, but, it's not like I never have. So I understand. I also have learned a better way, but I do understand, first and foremost, the most important part of that whole statement. I get you. I know why you do. An even better part of that statement is I found a better way. All right, what else can I tell Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for September 2024. What else do you need to know? What else is there to say with this partnership? Yeah, family. Y'all have a strong glue here. Strong glue holding y'all together. I do feel like somebody here has really done a lot to hide some things. The truth card did come out. We've got confession. We've got breakup. There's that ultimatum. I feel there's some unexpected, right? And this person is going through some messages. Look at her face. There's that snooper. There's that snooper finding some things out with secret crush. So, a lot of times if you're going and looking for some information, you're probably going to find it. Okay. You're probably going to find it. We've got the grass is greener coming out here with the truth. I've got friends coming out. So somebody here, you could have, found out that your person is saying, my friend, my friend, my friend. And all the while, this is somebody who is getting a lot more attention than they should have. I almost feel like with the magnetic attraction in reverse, this kind of feels like there is this drawback. Once this is uncovered, there is this pullback away from this, especially with the threat of breakup coming out. This kind of does the trick where somebody definitely pulls away. But I think that somebody here is demanding some sort of real truth about something here. Something that they found out. Could have to do with a friend, could be family that brought this piece of information forward, could be a friend that brought this piece of information forward to you for some of you, right? Some of you may have somebody that is very helpful in this to get you all on the right track about what needs to happen. I've got divine timing, legal matters coming out. We've got that storm warning of fear, right? Somebody here is definitely putting it out there that there are ultimatums for sure. Text message with mask and date. Heartbreak that somebody here was doing some very less than favorable behaviors. We've got healing and surrender. So no matter what, somebody here definitely wants to heal from this. Both of you probably want to heal from this. One of you may still go on to be the way you are and then continue to separate from this connection. But ultimately, there is the realization of something happening. And whether there is a confession or not, change ultimately is pretty much inevitable. This is inevitability, that change is coming no matter what. Change is coming. I've got home, wedding, relationship, and then single with ex-lover and hookup. Okay, so not everybody can get over deception. It's very difficult, especially if you are traumatized by certain things. There's a lot of people that have, their deal breakers, and some of you may have heard these deal breakers up front. Or your person heard these deal breakers up front, and now this is why there's this intense block. And I feel like once this finally comes out, now there is a decision that needs to be made. Do I stand firm on my convictions and my boundaries, or do I have understanding and compassion? Have we, gathered enough evidence to support the story being told? Is there more to it? Has this been going on even more? Is this all there is? Right? So now the deception has been introduced into the relationship, and there is a need to figure out, where do we go from here? What is the direction? What is the outcome? Okay, what is the direction? What is the outcome? No matter what, I do feel like there is some way that both of you are going to find your way into guidance or advice. And even if it isn't from a psychologist, a therapist, a counselor, or whatever, it could be through life coaching. It could be through, going out to the self-help videos all over the internet. Some of you may start getting involved with some online experts who could, get you some pretty good information about how to process and deal with things. Some of you are going to, start reading books and going in on your own and kind of figuring it out. And it's just kind of taking the path of least resistance forward. But the point is that there's forward movement no matter what. So seeking truth is a very tricky thing, because you're asking somebody who has not been forward with the truth to finally be upfront with it. Can you believe them? Is there a way forward? Very interesting question. Where do you go from here, right? Okay, collective. I feel like that was your reading for September 2024. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, for playing along, all of your likes, your shares, your comments, everything, negative, positive, whatever. It all helps me. So choose your energy wisely. With that being said, we'll close this out. Pisces is up next. And until next time, I'm wishing you all the love, light, abundance, and positive vibes you can possibly stand. And again, check my description box if you would like to see about a personal reading or mentorship. Also, book club every page midweek. See you soon. Bye.